Trinity family, greetings this Holy Week in the wondrous name of our risen King Jesus. Over the past several weeks, there's been a great deal of conversation in our culture about kings, about authority, influence, and power. And the language of kingship has been used widely and in many different ways, but as followers of Jesus Christ, we must be careful not to be formed by cultural talking points that ultimately miss the absolute truth. When we talk about kings, Scripture reminds us that this is not a new conversation. In 1 Samuel chapter 8, the people of God demand a king so that they might be like other nations around them. And in so doing, they reject God as their king. The Lord tells Samuel that it is not Samuel they've rejected, but God himself. And it's a sobering moment, one that reveals how easy it is for God's people to look outward for what they already have in him. And if we're not attentive, we could fall into that same pattern, allowing other voices or leaders or cultural movements to compete with the rightful authority of God in our lives. Which is why Holy Week is so important. It recenters us. It calls us back to the truth of who our King truly is. Listen now to the word of the Lord from Luke chapter 19, beginning in verse 35. They brought it to Jesus, the colt, and threw their cloaks on it and put Jesus on it. And as he went along, people spread their cloaks on the road. And when he came near the place where the road goes down the Mount of Olives, the whole crowd of disciples began joyfully praising God in loud voices for all the miracles they had seen. Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest. Some of the Pharisees in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, rebuke your disciples." "I tell you," Jesus replied, "if they keep quiet, even the stones will cry out." This is the King we proclaim, Jesus. And what we see in Jesus is a kingship unlike anything the world has ever known. Jesus is a humble king. He enters Jerusalem not on a war horse, but on a donkey. He does not come in dominance, but in humility, fulfilling the purposes of God through gentleness and peace. Jesus is a servant king. On the night before his crucifixion, he kneels to wash the feet of his disciples. The King of Kings stoops low. He serves. He redefines what greatness truly looks like. And Jesus is a self-sacrificial king. He willingly goes to the cross, taking on our sin, our death, so that we might receive life in him. His crown is one of thorns. His throne is a cross on Calvary. And yet, in his sacrificial love, he reigns forever. So as we journey through this Holy Week, Palm Sunday, Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday, it is imperative that we keep our focus clear. This week is about King Jesus. Not a version shaped by culture, not a king of our own making, but the one true King, the humble, servant-hearted, self-giving King Jesus. Let's not repeat the mistake of 1 Samuel 8, seeking to be like the world while overlooking the one who already reigns over us with perfect love and authority. And finally, friends, let us not be silent. For Jesus declares if the crowd had been quiet, even the stones would cry out. But Trinity family, we will not leave this proclamation, this praise to the stones. This week we will lift our voices. This week we will center our lives. This week we will declare with clarity and conviction that there is one King and his name is Jesus. May God's grace go before you in this Holy Week. May your worship be deep, your reflection be honest, and may your hope be renewed. And may King Jesus be lifted high in all we say and do. Peace.